Welcome back, guys, to the Vanture podcast, episode 2. I'm Taylor.
And I'm Jack.
And we are so happy to have you here with us today. We're going to be talking about where we've been the last 4 days, where we're going over the next week, and the journey along the way, because it's been a little bit exciting, which I'm grateful for. There is one technical difficulty within the video or podcast, so let's see if you notice it. But we are so happy to have you here, and stay tuned.
Welcome back, guys, to the Vanture podcast. We are on the road. We're in Providence, Rhode Island. We're having an absolute blast. I would say the trip started a little bit sooner than we had anticipated, but all with good intention.
Yeah. No, we were supposed to leave at 2 a.m., ended up leaving around 10:30 p.m. because I woke up to Jack and the sound of bones cracking. Sit up, look up. He's doing a full stretching routine.
Yep, had to get loose. Had to get loose for the ride.
Thought to myself, I could go back to sleep right now, but I'm just going to come out there and say it because I was just as excited. So I was like, you want to go right now, right? And
It was game time.
Yeah.
It was game time. Yeah, we were celebrating, I would say, the night before at our house. Everything was packed. We were super prepared, ready to rock and roll, so why not? And yeah, we were like, let's go to bed at 8 o'clock.
Yep.
We're responsible adults. We'll get 4 or 5 hours of sleep. We'll get on the road at 2 o'clock in the morning, and we'll land in New Jersey at 9 a.m., which is when we need to be there. It's perfect. And we went to sleep at 8 or 9, just like we had anticipated. And then I decided that I wanted to leave immediately. So stretch routine, shower, hopped in the car. We hit the road, and we were met with a severe thunderstorm 45 minutes into the trip. And when I mean severe thunderstorm, I mean something you've never seen before. Something out of a movie to where we're looking at each other going,
No.
I don't think we're going to make it.
No, I really think the universe was like testing us. Like, do you really want to
Yeah.
do this? Do you want to be on the road like this?
And we got 4 months of this. So I was a little nervous. But yeah,
Yeah.
we're driving down the highway. It's now midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. And it starts to drizzle. Well, let me back up. There was a warning on the GPS that said there might be severe thunderstorms. But no problem.
We were
It'll
like,
pass. It'll
no,
pass. Yeah,
not for us.
nothing's stopping us. So yeah, we're driving. It's drizzling, and we're like, this is fine. No big deal. We see lightning in the distance. This can't be a problem. We'll be fine. And then we're met with just torrential downpours. You have those wipers like at the full blast, and they're not even cutting it.
No.
And I hate someone that puts their hazards on while they're driving in the rain.
You were that person.
But we had to do it for our safety and for the betterment of our son in the back. It had to be done. And the lightning was so intense that I thought the van was going to get electrocuted and we were going to die.
We were Googling
It was just the whole
what
thing.
happens.
Yeah, so we found a rest stop and we just tried to pass out for a couple hours, and we're back on the road at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yep. Yeah.
And
basically left again when we were supposed
basically, yeah. So then we continued on our path and made it to New Jersey, Trenton, New Jersey, which I don't recommend, but we were there, and we dropped the van off for window installation, and we headed to New Hope, Pennsylvania, which honestly I would recommend to anybody.
anyone.
Yeah, anybody that's traveling the East Coast. New Hope, Pennsylvania, super cool place.
Yeah.
It's right on the water. One side of the water is Pennsylvania, and the other side of the water is New Jersey?
New
Lamberton?
Jersey. Yeah, no,
I
New
think.
Jersey.
But yeah, super cool shops, restaurants, anything you could imagine. Beautiful scenic setting.
Oh,
So we
yeah.
started our adventure there, and had some dinner and went to
Yeah.
sleep at a hotel room for the last time.
Yeah. Got
How does
the
that make you
best
feel?
shower in. Best shower.
Yeah. And now it's Planet Fitness from
Yep.
here on out. So yeah, and then after that we woke up the next morning and headed to
Long Island.
Long Island. Yes, New
I'm
York
not going to
City.
say this right, but it's Patchogue.
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 Long Island, which is like midway down the island. Super cool, like coastal town, I
Yeah.
guess, that we stayed in.
We just kept saying, like, we grew up in New York. Why have we never been here? This is in New York. Granted, 7 hours away,
100%.
but I mean, it's right there. Why have we never seen this?
Because it cost a fortune.
Yeah, that's true.
It costs an absolute fortune to even
That's
step
true.
foot in that place. Just to get from New Jersey to Long Island, it was like an $18 toll that we had to pay
tolls.
just to drive over a traffic,
Awful.
just a nasty situation to get there, and it was costly. So I can see why. But yeah, we were like, let's go through New York City. It's going to be so cool.
Yeah.
Don't
No.
recommend that either. But yeah, Long Island was cool. We went to a distillery. So Harvest Host is a company that has an app, and they partner with breweries, wineries, restaurants. And basically, you can stay at these places for free, but the expectation is that you'll come in, you'll spend a little bit of money, and it's a win-win for
them.
everybody.
Yeah.
Exactly. You'll support the businesses. So Harvest Host is near and dear to us. We utilize it as much as we possibly can. And the place in Long Island ended up being a Harvest Host location. So it was a distillery. They made their own vodka, gin, whiskey, you name it. Super cool outdoor area. And then in the back, they had a parking lot where we could just park, hang out, and rest our heads for the night.
Shout out Better Man Distilling Company.
Better Man Distilling Company. Yeah, super cool spot.
However, we didn't check in properly.
No.
Let's start there.
Yep.
So you're supposed to get a slip when you check in. Didn't think about it. Nope. We just rested our heads for the night.
Yep.
Woke up. I'm out taking Joby for a walk. Jack's in the van getting it ready to go. I come back. What? I come back and he's like, all good? I'm like, nope. We are locked in. The gates were locked with padlocks. And I'm like, we're not getting out. And we had no code.
And then the alarm went off.
Oh, yeah. Well, I tested. I thought I saw a car. I thought someone was inside. So I walked up, but it was motion censored. Intruder, intruder. The authorities are being called.
And I'm doing the dishes in the van. And I'm like,
So Taylor.
it's probably fine.
So
It's
Taylor.
probably fine. So I just peek my head out the door, and she's just standing there like,
Yeah.
it is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then as soon as she gets back to the van, she goes, there's the cops. They're pulling up. I'm like, all right, go take care of it.
I
Talk
was
to
like,
them.
wait, I need my ID.
Yep. So they never showed up. We messaged the Harvest Host folks. They let us out. It was fine, but I guess a free night stay is never easy.
No. But you know what? It was something to experience. So
Yeah, for sure.
It's a memory, a very
For
good
sure.
memory.
And we were able to ride around the town on our bikes, super cool restaurants,
Yeah.
good ice cream. Like, it was a cool spot.
Great ice cream.
And then we went to an awesome restaurant for some crab legs, which we'll get to. Unreal. Unbelievable, honestly. I guess I just have never spent time on the coast or had interest in seafood where I would see that kind of crab, but mind-blowing. Absolutely insane. And then, yeah, we were on our way. We went to the ferry. So, yeah, it's super cool. We drove from mid-Long Island, I would say. I don't know what it's called, but midway through Long Island. Patchogue to the end of Long Island, so the tip. And we took a ferry over to New London, Connecticut, which was from Orient Bay. Yes. Orient Bay to New London, Connecticut, which was once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Yeah.
Driving the camper van onto the ferry, going inside, hanging out. And, yeah, we arrived in New London, Connecticut about an hour and a half later. And then we headed up north to a campground. And if you can think of the name of this campground, you are the true MVP.
Hopeville.
Feels right.
Hopeville
State Park.
State Park.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yes. Hopeville State Camp Park.
Google it.
Was unreal. But just a standard state park, campsite, fire, chill out for the night, take it easy.
Yeah.
Yep. Have some dinner in the van. So we always love that, always enjoy that.
Yeah.
And yeah, we woke up this morning and headed to Mystic, Connecticut, which is a historic town on the water. We didn't know it was historic until we looked it up before we went, but super cool place.
Highly recommend.
Yeah, apparently they're known for pizza, which we'll talk about. They're not. And then we drove to Providence, Rhode Island, where we are currently. And yeah, hearing that out loud is insane.
No,
We've
I know.
been
It's been a lot.
nonstop. Go since we got in the van, but that's exactly what we expected and exactly what we wanted. So to start us off, I think we should do our first segment.
Find the joy.
So Taylor, why don't you tell us where you found the joy over the past 4 days during our first
Okay.
leg of the Vanture tour of the U.S.
It's going to be really hard, I think, every week to pin it down to one moment, but I'm such an easy gal. I would say my most favorite joyous moment was last night when we were sitting at the campfire and we were just so relaxed, just watching the fire, which who knew you could put a fire together with no paper, no fire starter, just wood, a pocket knife, and an axe. Not me.
I was hoping that would make the podcast. I didn't want to be the one to say it. I didn't want to have to step up to the plate and say, hey, guys, listen, what I did is super cool. But thank you for sharing that because that was
so
very
impressed.
impressive. Yeah, I was impressed with myself.
I was so impressed.
One
I
YouTube
walked
video.
out and he was like, yeah, I watched one video and I'm like, full fire. Full fire.
So your find the joy moment was me making a fire with no paper or litter. Is that what we're saying here?
Okay, we could put that into it. I would
Okay,
say that
fair.
you making the fire, yes, joyous.
Yes, amazing.
But I would say sitting at the fire. Me, you, Joby, just hanging out, chilling out, nothing to do. We're not driving.
No.
We're just hanging out and relaxing. That was my joyous moment for this week.
Yeah.
What about you?
Every day. Every day that I wake up. No, I would say when we went to Planet Fitness. That brought me a lot of joy. No, honest to God. Obviously, fitness is important. And in my eyes, taking care of your body during this adventure is top tier priority for me.
That is not what I
No.
expected at all.
I'm just being honest. Let me give you some backstory.
Yeah, please.
So-
I need it.
We decided to go to Planet Fitness twice over the past 4 days. And the goal was to shower, of course, because they have showers and we don't want to shower outside of our van. It's never appropriate in public. So we went to Planet Fitness and we worked out.
Oh, yeah.
But as a collective. And
Which we've never done
right,
before.
never done that. And I was into it. Because she's looking at me like, what do I do? And I'm like, I don't really know, but like, I know a little more than you, right?
Yeah.
So it felt good to be the trainer in the situation.
You're
And-
such a good personal trainer, by the way.
And I was like, who am I? I'm like, I don't want to be here. Nor do I know what I'm doing.
Well, we have worked out together. Worked out. I'm going to really use that word
Yes.
lightly. Work
A mile
out.
run around the block
No, at Planet Fitness. And
together.
yes, that's why I'm saying lightly.
Okay.
And I would say like maybe one workout in, I would just be giggling like, I don't want to be here.
Fair
What
enough.
am I doing? And then you'd look at me and you're like, you're not taking this seriously. And I'm like, yeah, because like I'm not that girl.
Yes.
But it was fun. I did enjoy
That's
that
fair.
too.
That's fair. Yeah. So we went, we did a circuit workout. Shout out to Lewis who set us up, sent us a couple workouts. And we just ripped it. And it was maybe 30 minutes, but it was awesome. And it felt great afterwards.
Can you see that? Shout out to Lou Bags.
Shout out to Lewis. So yeah, I mean, 30 minutes in the gym is all you need, really. And we did that.
Oh, is that
showered.
it, trainer?
Yeah.
Just 30 minutes.
That's all it takes. And and then we showered and we're on our way, and it just felt great because throughout the day you're like, oh, we can do whatever
Yeah.
we want. We worked out this morning. We feel invigorated. We feel energized. So yeah, I would say that was my find the joy moment.
Okay.
Just us spending time together in a place, the gym, that we don't normally spend.
Yeah.
And obviously we've been to cool places and saw a lot of cool stuff over the past
I
few
know,
days.
that's
but
why I'm shocked.
yeah, it just brought me joy. It was one of those moments where I was like, I could do this every day for the next 4 months, which we have the ability to do. So yeah, that would be mine.
Okay.
Yeah, you like
I
that?
love
Does
that.
that work? Okay, cool.
No, that works.
Next segment,
It's tapas time.
tapas time. So restaurants that we've been to, or a restaurant that we've been to that we enjoyed over the course of the last 4 days.
Yeah. You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. I was really hopeful that today would be the day. No, it wasn't. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh. Pizza is my most
Oh, yeah.
favorite food in the entire world. Could have it breakfast, lunch, dinner. We had pizza today. Not anything to write home about. We'll talk about it. Maybe. Maybe not.
Arguably the worst pizza I've ever had.
No, it was awful.
I would say.
Awful.
Yeah, not good.
We had high expectations, but let's backtrack. We had really good pizza in
Yeah.
New Hope, Pennsylvania. Do you remember it? You can't even remember it. It was 3 days ago.
You thought that was really good?
On the patio?
Yeah. I
Oh,
mean, I
yeah.
thought it was good, but it wasn't like no Papa John's. You know what I'm saying? No.
What?
I wouldn't say it was like top tier. Well, I like New York style pizza, and you're more of like a
I'm more of like a
brick oven
Yeah.
vibe. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
But it was delicious.
Yeah.
I couldn't even try to remember the name of the place, which is so sad.
Yeah.
Wish I could.
It was in New Hope, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, New Hope, Pennsylvania, on the main strip.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Rico's maybe? Not a clue.
That's not even close.
So what made it good to you?
The brick oven piece. Also, it's my favorite toppings in the entire world. And I'm really not hard to please, besides today,
Yeah.
with pizza. It was sausage. No, not sausage. What?
Yeah,
No.
I don't know who you are right now.
No, send me to prison. It was pepperoni, a mushroom, onion. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
that's
basic.
it. I'm a basic girl. But yeah, that was
Yeah.
my tapas moment.
Yeah, so that's good. Okay.
Okay, and
Cool.
I already know what yours is, but tell us, because they don't know.
So back to Long Island. Mm-hmm. We went to a crab joint, which...
Name it. We're gonna get better at this, I promise.
Yes, we're so new to this. We should have all this figured out. But that's how you know we're not scripted right now, which I think is kind of cool.
I want to. No, actually, I think I know. Harbor crab.
Harbor crab. Harbor crab. So picture a harbor and picture a shack with boats pulled up to it and a bunch of people having a good time.
Yeah.
So harbor crab, we walked by and I thought, they've got to have crab. No doubt they have crab. And I'm one for king crab. If I'm going to go crab, I'm going to go king crab because snow crab is a waste of everyone's time. And I don't have patience for stuff like that. And I wish I did. I wish I could do the blue crab and the snow crab and all that stuff. But king crab, let's go for it.
Yeah.
And I can wait a year or two to have it. So anyway, we looked on the menu, saw that they had king crab, and we went in there and we said, hey, we're going to take 3 pounds of king crab, which in my mind is a lot,
Well,
but
we
I'm not
Googled.
sure.
No, we Googled. We were like, how many pounds per person? It said 1.5 if you want to be full. And we were like, we want to be full.
Yeah. I've never been full on crab before. Usually it's like, oh, I wish I had more. But yeah, 3 pounds total.
Yeah.
We were stuffed, and these pieces of crab were, no joke, this big. Like you could...
Don't do that motion.
You could grip it.
Just stop.
2 people could eat it.
What
Just
he's
know
trying to say.
it was the size of what? Help me out here. I'm in a hole.
The size. Yeah, we know you're in the gutter. Get out of it. It was the size of
A banana.
a banana.
It's a banana.
He's still in the gutter. folks.
Insane.
No,
And I'm
it
like
really was.
eating it. I'm like, this is crazy. And it tasted great.
Oh my
Doused
God,
it
it
in
was-
butter.
Oh,
And
so
yeah,
good.
I'm good on crab for probably the rest of my life, but it was phenomenal.
No, towards the end, I was like,
Yeah.
can't
I feel like I didn't even deserve to eat the crab because it was so incredibly good.
no.
But yeah, shout out to Harbor Crab in Patchogue.
I really hope that that's the name.
Yeah, it could be wrong, but it's just you guys and us, and
Yeah,
we
I
know
don't
it's just
know.
our friends and family watching, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was my
Tapas time.
tapas time of the week.
It's tapas time.
So yeah, just to review, we went from Raleigh to New Jersey, Trenton, New Jersey, to New Hope, Pennsylvania, to Patchogue, Long Island, to New London, Connecticut, which is where the ferry went into town. And I will tell you right now, do not
No.
step foot in New London, Connecticut, whatever you do. Then we made it up to the state park.
Yep. Hopeville Bond.
Yep, that's the place. And then we headed to Mystic, Connecticut, and now we're in Providence, Rhode Island, with lots of road ahead of us. We are heading to Cape Cod tomorrow.
Yep.
We have another Harvest Host, which is awesome, free. And then we are heading to,
Remember?
I want to say,
No, pronounce it correct.
I got this.
Yep.
The map would say Worcester,
Yes.
Massachusetts. Google would say,
No. We were corrected by someone on the ferry.
yes, we were. Worcester.
Who knew?
Worcester.
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 So we're heading to Worcester, where we're going to the Breakaway Music Festival to see Millennium,
Oh, yeah.
which we love. So that's going to be rad. And we have a campsite in Sutton,
Nice.
Massachusetts, for 2 nights with electric hookup
Yeah.
and water,
For this
which I will tell you in this world is a game changer. If you do not have electric hookup and it's hot outside and you're running the AC, you are going to lose power in the middle of the night, and you're going to be hot, and you're going to be angry, and you're going to have to turn the car on to get the generator running and to get the AC back on, and it's just not something you want to deal with.
I don't think we were angry. I think we were delusional.
Delusional.
We got
Yeah.
up and I was just eating pretzels at like 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, it's crazy. So we want to avoid that. We want a full night's rest, so this will allow us to do that. And then after we leave Worcester, Massachusetts, we're going to head up to Portland, Maine, which we've heard some great things about, and
Yeah,
we're very
I'm really
excited about. Joby, how do you feel about our trip so far?
He's just catching Z's. I wish you could hear
Little man Joby, how do you feel about our trip so far? No,
No, he
not
hasn't
with
napped
us.
in 4 days, so
not with us. It's
he's
totally
catching
fine.
up.
All right, guys. Well, it's been great spending the evening with you.
Yeah.
It's been great spending the evening with you.
You too.
And it's been great spending the evening with you. We will catch you guys next week on the Vanture podcast for episode number 3. Enjoy the video clips in the intro. We're having so much fun, and we're so glad you're here with us. Talk to you soon.
See you.